Here I am again. But now I'm going to have to wait a little while. Because most of the stuff that comes to me, I don't have something like, I'm just going to say something. I'm just going to write out something, then I'm going to read it. I try to let life itself tell me what to say and how I feel about different situations. And most of the time, it always leads me right. I don't never want to think stuff come from me, because I see that life, we never in control of nothing. And most of the time, that's the trick of the devil, to make us think that we running our life, in which we don't. We always under control of the devil. And the main thing that we have to look out for is trying to distinguish between right and wrong, and if he's leading us the right way, and knowing that when God always has to step in there and save us. Now, he's always for the wrong. He showed us that from the beginning when he stepped up and took Jesus on that mountaintop and offered Jesus everything. And Jesus showed us the way to keep away from him by just refusing anything he has to offer. But we didn't do that. And me, myself, I definitely didn't do it. And I spent 60 years, sometimes I think it's longer than that, serving the devil. But God must have known I was kind of a good guy anyway, and just caught the devil trying to grow up because I didn't know anything. And by my descendants being from Africa, running around in the bushes and stuff, we never knew about. Now, don't get me wrong when I said I ain't trying to cut us up at all. I feel like we are truly blessed. But what I mean by, we were slaves. And most of the time they got us from Africa, and we did run around in the bush just like the animals. And so that's why it seems like we got a lot of animal characteristics. And we definitely wasn't using our mind to try to learn about emotions. And when we come over here and got into religion, and then start trying to use our mind to try to understand philosophies about right and wrong, and a lot of technical stuff that education gives you, we caught the devil in that fear because we weren't used to it. It ain't that one race of people smarter than the other. And mostly, it seems to me, it's where they originated from or where they come from. Now, if we haven't come out the caves like they say a lot of the other people did, and then they sit down and they talked about different things and they got into their emotions, and then a lot of them known about that kind of thing. But we come out working out the fields for 200 years, and then we come out there, we didn't know nothing about emotions and feelings. The only thing we were used to going to work in the morning, coming home with our wives, eating, and then having the little sexual thing, and half of them was taken from us if they were too light of skin, and then right back to the rigmarole. We didn't have time to understand about emotions. We felt mad, we felt all kind of degraded, and we felt those kind of feelings. But those kind of feelings, we had no knowledge that they was about right and wrong. We just hated. And that's why you still see some of that bad stuff in us today. This one thing I can say. I don't hate no man, white, black, blue, or whatever they say coming out of space or whatever. I don't hate nobody. I don't carry no hatred in my heart. Now that's the truth. I see just a little bit that how the white man and all the other different races of people were disadvantaged too. We all were disadvantaged, but we were disadvantaged because of that fight that happened between God and the devil. It had nothing to do with us. It had nothing to do with us. But now, after we got kicked out the Garden of Eden, that's when God said, okay, y'all want to know all this stuff, so I'm going to give y'all free will. I'm not going to be involved in none of it. Just y'all having the free will to determine whether you guys eligible to live forever and ever and ever. That's all he had for us from the beginning. But that devil sneaked down in there and tricked a bunch of us by when he took Jesus on the mountain and offered him everything, and just so happened, we didn't know nothing about feeling, like I was saying. That's what we took. We took emotions over everything, but we didn't know we was giving our whole life away. The things that made us feel good is what captured us, and that's what God sat back and watched us and was so disappointed in us. That's why he killed everybody during that flood that time. But he still didn't give up on us. He still didn't give up on us. Now here come a time where it look like the whole world falling apart. And we need to turn to God for everything. But knowing us, I can't see how we can give up on God and go to something that destroys us with our emotions. To be honest with you, that's all that destroys us, our emotions. That's why the devil took the emotions. He knew if he take this awareness that's deep down in us and make us understand about emotions and make us feel so many different ways, he had us. But see, God gave his only son to die on that cross so he could show us, because when he first went up there during that time, he showed us, I don't want nothing. You don't see where one place where he said he took something from man in the sense what would jeopardize man. Well, you could say flight. I don't talk exactly like how most people talk. Well, I'm not an educated man. I know right and wrong, and I can do a little of this and a little of that, but I'm not like most of them guys who went to Harvard and went to all those big schools with all those different philosophies that they done read and can distinguish words that mean different than what the words down here to us mean. But after Jesus showed us plain and simple, no. That's what I like about that universal knowledge about right and wrong. You don't have to be no scholar. You don't have to be no nothing. Only thing you have to have is a good heart. And then once you got a good heart, it all come to you. It don't have to come to you in no 100-page letter or whatever the people they needed to run the government. Just right and wrong and treating people just like you want to be treated. But the main thing about that, you have to be ready to make the sacrifice. Oh, you'll say, what you mean by sacrifice? Sacrifice is the feeling. The feeling that makes you feel so good that where you want more and more and more of the feeling. That's that free will God put before you, whether you're going to turn that feeling down or whether you're going to go to it. And majority of mankind, I see go to it. They said it's going to be 144,000 in the last thing that happened and God going to save it. But he also said there's going to be just a very few. And I can understand. I get out there and I ride around. I'm an old man too. And I see it ain't that many people concerned about living after death. Now you would think, look like they would want to know about living after death. And then you got something that said, God laid out a certain amount of rules to try to tell you that how to act, how to be, and what to care about, and what you have to sacrifice to have your eternity. But it seems like people just ain't concerned about that. Only thing they seem to be concerned about is how they feel. I was a drug addict. I know about that. I walked that long road. That's why I said it took me so long to try to understand this part. Yeah, I did that for years and years with kids and with everything. And so I asked God, don't send me to prison because I got to do it. God sent me to prison. I learned how to do the tree work, and I learned a lot about treating people just like I want to be treated. I used to think I was a boxer. I thought I was good. But that whole thing wasn't for me. I would have lost my whole eternity if I would have went that way, because then I would have had the money. And the money, it seemed to be the root to all evil. If man could come out with another way to take care of a bunch of people and move a bunch of people around and do everything that they doing that without the money, we could easily beat that devil. But the devil done made us want this, want that. We want double cars, we want the jets, we want everything. And to be honest with you, that's the thing that robs us of our eternity. It's right there before you. That's the thing that robs us of our eternity. Those people, when God said, no, go build me a boat, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. Go build a boat and put this and put that and put that, and you take your family and put it in there, and then we go, and then we're going to flood the whole place. Those people did not have no idea that God was real, because they took the world. They took the world with material things. Oh, that made me feel good. So they had no knowledge of God. That's why God seemed to be called to us. He's hidden from us now, but he's here. He's right here among each and every one of us now. The rich man, the poor man, the rapist, the killer. He's right here now watching everything we do. That's how this whole reality that we call life is made. He's here watching. And when the flood came, oh, if I would have only killed them all. I don't want to be bothered with them. Kill them all. And all of them, here come the flood. All of them died. I don't know if they in hell now yet, but I know God killed them all. But see, this what bothers me. Trying to get something out to try to get people to break away from the hold of that devil. It's hard to see him. I'm going to tell you how I try to see him. I try to watch my thoughts. If something come to me dirty and nasty, I say, okay, devil, why you doing this? Why you want me to act like this? Why you want me to be like this? And then all of a sudden that thought will leave. I said, okay, well, yeah, at least I got him out my hair. Okay, and then he'll go, come to me again with something that didn't happen long time in my past when I was there with the devil and right along with him and that feeling now. The feelings is what he be riding off of. He jumped out on that feeling and bring up that thing. Oh, devil, you're trying to be slick, huh? But I still see I change. I can feel my heart. I remember what God said. He searched the realms of the heart to see if we worthy Okay, that thing running back. And then I said, boy, why is the devil messing with me so? I see how Paul felt. Because Paul said, hey, I was killing people, killing the Christians, I was doing all this kind of stuff, and then wasn't nothing happening. Now I'm trying to save people and trying to do the right thing. And it look like my whole life done fell apart. He said, I wish I was dead. I wish I was dead. And sometimes I feel the same way. I just want to be with God. I just want to leave here because I know I'm going with God. And I'll talk about the treasures later on. But then the devil he around for a little while when people understand that part. And then he'll bring a friend. And knowing that the friend is dirty and bad. And then okay, but he used to be a good friend. This what helps me. I said, well, why God should make sure he's first? Why do God always tell you to make sure he's first in your life? He ain't said make your wife first. He ain't said make your daughter first. He ain't said make your sons first. He said make him first. Make him first. And so the devil, he want to bring everything that means something to you because he know we are emotional beings and we half of us don't even know what that is, especially the uneducated one. And so we go, because he our kid or because that's our wife, we going to feel that. But then I thought about the flood. Now the flood, it was Sodom and Gomorrah. When their wife was slated to go, and she turned around, got killed, turned into a pillar of salt. And then I said, oh, and what about all them women, God with the flood, he killed them all. Then I said, I understand why God said make him first. With all the bad things that you be undone without you even having any kind of understanding, in which half of the time you be holding yourself responsible, and really it's not you because you can't see. That's who at that. That's why he said put him first. So those people that being used to try to sway you to the bad side, they went right into God. They went right into God. And then you got some, oh, my kid. You have to let if your kid trying to be wrong and God don't save him, you have to let that kid go. You have to keep God. We got protections against this Satan, but we never use them. Most of the time, the stuff that makes us feel good is the things that draw us to, may well say, makes us lose our eternity. Oh God, why you? I just love my kid. Yeah, God knows you're supposed to love your kid, but you're supposed to love him more. Because you don't supposed to let nothing be so important to you till you go along with wrongness. And that's one of the hardest things you do. You try to do. Me myself, I can't see too many people that going to heaven. They got everything before God. They got to have the new car. They got to have the gas and whatever it takes to get it. They don't care. They got to have the new shoes. They got to have their hair done a certain way. They got so many things that tie them to the world just from a few things that come behind that. And anytime you tie yourself to the world, you lose. And the biggest thing to show you that you're going to lose is that part where God said, ain't not one thing down here going up there. I ain't talking about the shoes. I ain't talking about the house. I ain't talking about nothing else. Ain't nothing from down here going up there. But trying to get the people just to understand that, because that feeling that they come, and that's why the devil took them. He knew it was going to be a struggle. That feeling that they come, they love. They love that more than they do anything there. And then you got the drugs on. How you say it? The drugs on, well, I'm not turning around and try to get to talking to, but the drugs done exploit the feeling. I know because I walked that road. I was so stupid. I was so, am I looking at, oh, my son, I know where. I was so stupid. My name should have been stupid. Nice and healthy. Should have been trying to do something to work. But then I look at my life and I said, if I had walked that road, would I have been where I am now, loving God the way I love God? Or would I would have just got like the billions of other people that's all over the world and just stayed right there and just been a sinful person and died and went to hell? Sometimes we can't say what our destiny gonna be. That's why God, the only one that can do that. And that's why what we need to always try to do is to always try to do what's right. Always do what's right. And always look out for that devil, because he's always there. God showed you he always there because there's with a story that he told, but there are always some stories in there that gives you strength to believe in God. And that's that story he told about Job. Always show you how to find your strength. And the thing I was trying to tell you, the devil was trying to hide it from me, was that part where God asked him, say, hey, where you been? Oh man, what are you talking about? I've been everywhere. All over the world. I've been divine everybody that I see you in. I got more people than you. Oh, go ahead on. Well, then God said, hey, have you tried my servant Job? Yeah, but you got that shield around you. God turned him loose on, let him do what he wanted on Job. And through all that stuff he did, Job didn't fall. But the moral of that part, that showed you the devil everywhere. The devil is everywhere. And you think you so big and you so bad, he can slap you down, he can kick you, he can do anything he wants to you. Now that is the truth. You got these young kids running around with their guns and with their knives and they shooting and everything, and then they get in all pride. One of the worst things is pride, and then they get taken around down, and then no sooner they get down there with the devil, they crying like little kids. If I would have known, if. And then God said, that's why I give you free will. Free will. It ain't for me. Yeah, I can make you be any way I want you to be. But in order to be him and to be a God made in my image, you have to do this. How many people you think can even attempt to understand that? Look at the movie stars. What you see? Can you see any one of them? Just name one that you think gonna be there. Look at all the people that cries in these big old churches. Just name 2 or 3 that's going to be there. I seen somebody said something about, oh, it's all right for him to do like this we'll give them a Hail Mary or something. I'm gonna tell you something. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And that's just how a godly man have to stand. A godly man can't go along with no wrongness. You ever seen a positive and a negative come together without making some kind of sparks? Something gonna happen. And so now you say, oh, they can do a little wrong, but they all right? Anybody following them kind of people need to run out the church. They need to run. And then you go follow them. You follow them. I'm following them. God said, kill them all. That's how God said, kill them all. Them, their children, and everything there. That's how God did. Jesus Christ. Hurt me too. To be honest, it hurt me to my heart. Now that I walk that road, I look down that road, and I see how my eternity was at stake. Now, you know what I'm doing now? I'm waiting to die. I know it's my time to die. I'm 70 years old. I'm an old man. And I'm glad I got God in my life. You got these old men running the government and all them outdated laws and stuff like that. Laws back there in Lincoln days that need to be outdated, and all of them praying on this here stuff. And you got Putin and all the rest of them, China and all of them. Everybody pointing against us. And you got all them outdated things that these people, oh, I can't change that because of this law. Oh, he got immunity. All of, and now they finna lose this country. They finna lose it. And then why do they think that Putin, gonna let them keep it? The first thing Putin gonna do is try to get rid of anybody with some kind of influence and money. They're the stupidest people. The white people a long time ago used to be real strong. I don't know what else. But maybe they were strong in one way and weak in another one. But it hurt me to my heart. I see that time is steady changing. I see that. And I see that the white against the black, that thing ain't still like how it was. I see blacks marrying whites, my daughter married to a white, and one of my other girls. Now, she ain't married, but they together. And I be around them more now, and I see things change. All these old people need to get somewhere and set all that old hatred to the side. They need to get somewhere and set all their old hatred to the side and keep trying to bring that up. Putin is not going to go along with none of it. I wouldn't doubt that they don't try to step into the racist thing, but they are not going to let that. Putin is too jealous, China too jealous, mad because the railroad was built by them, and all the rest of them. And then you're breaking away from all of our allies. What is that? His scary self. I signed up and I was scared. No, Lord. People dropping in Vietnam. I'm finna die. But I said, if I have to die, I die for my country. I said, I love America. And I felt like I was blessed because I was put in America. I was born and raised in America. And I loved America. And that's what I said. This guy took bone spurs and some of them ran off to Canada. Bush them did that. All of them did some of the things, some of the messed up stuff that you can imagine. And now giving the country away. I don't like it, but ain't nothing I could do. It's time for me to die. 70 years old. It's time for me to die. 70. And about this, what's with this thing about the migrants? Look how big America is. Look how large America is. I was looking at that today, And I was seeing, what was it, about 1,500 people running across there trying to want to get over to America. And I was thinking about why I was riding the other day going to, not all the way to Tampa, but I seen a small, around about 1,500 Spanish people living in a small little area and everything. But then I compared to, look at this place where these people living, and then you got, I don't care if it was 15,000, and you got all this land that been burnt that the people could be there and help clean up and stuff like that, and you got all kind of work for these people, and they like doing it, and you want to try to say, no, you can't come. And everybody, even us niggers, we had to come. They brought us here. We coming. Well, why can't we help those people? Why can't everybody live together? You're going to die together. Because I'm telling you, this thing is finna change. I don't know if y'all see it coming, and I don't know if y'all don't. But I see it coming. This whole world finna change. Everybody finna die. And I just don't want to be before God and come out, God, I did wrong, I did this, but God, please forgive me. That ain't gonna get it. God mean. You remember that little place he sent Abraham? And he told Abraham, he said, I want you to go in there. I want you to kill the grown people. I want you to kill the kids. And he said, I still want you to kill the animals. How can you, you're helpless. What can you do? Can you see yourself doing anything to prevent it? What can you do? Nothing. You can't do nothing to prevent it. And then you want to sit right here and judge these poor people trying to get into this country. And you got so much work for them to get in. Yeah, you're going to have some bad apples among them. Everybody. You can't come out, but look at them kids. Look at them women. Old women, young women, everybody. Look at all that. And you can't touch your heart enough. You can't tell me you got a heart and your heart telling you, like build the fences, build it. We don't want nobody in here. It ain't fair. Spend your time stopping that artificial intelligence from coming and doing away with all the jobs. Spend your time shutting down any country who got some violence in them. Take our social, how you say it, I'm not an educated guy, but take our computer system and shut it down. So in order for them to come in our country, there'll be a doorway right there. We can see everything that they're trying to do so they can't influence us. But you got them dumb people, let it go. Oh, we can't do this to Trump. Oh, Trump done. Trump meeting with the Russians. Trump meeting with the North Korean. Trump meeting with the Syrian. Care about the people. Don't worry, because you're finna die anyway. All y'all finna die and y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't know it. And if you think Putin, you see what kind of person he is. That's what I liked about them guys. I didn't go along with everything they did a long time ago, but they were strong guys. That white man was strong. They didn't take this whole country and put us in slavery for 200 years and put the Indians on the reservations by being soft and easy. Now that is the truth. I don't hate nobody. I like that, but my heart can't. Ain't that so? I cannot hate nobody, but I could still see righteousness. And let me tell you something I said I was going to say, but sometimes I have problems saying it, but I know most people don't understand it. God said something about store up all your treasures in heaven. Okay, what you mean? What am I even imagine that if I'm going to be in heaven? And most of the time, people be able to live such a messed up life, so they can't even imagine what would they want. I can. I would go before God and see if I'm worthy. And the first thing, I'm going to go on with this here, but I'm going to try to come back and remember this other thing that stuck in the back of my head. It's stuck in the back of my head that then, because I don't have nothing written down and then just stay in my head all the time. Sometimes I can't remember from this and to there. But that's why I have to rely on something coming to me and telling me what to say and stuff like that. I like it. It ain't never told me nothing that we're going to try to hurt people. It ain't never tried to make me hate people. And it always treat people like you want to be treated. No, I don't know all the scriptures. I don't know all the parts of the Bible. I know about it in Rome and everywhere, where you got the football field auditoriums, where they got so much religious stuff. I don't know nothing about all of that kind of stuff, but I do know treat people just like you want to be treated. But I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go on to this here. Let me tell you the most important thing. The most important thing in your life. They said everything there, but me myself, I seem to think it's belief. People can say what they want about God. God did, God that. God did, God that. God said, give me some money in the church. God said, if you don't make good donations, this here. God said this here. But then, if you put a real test you could put on and say, do you believe? How do they expect God to be what He say is if you don't believe in Him? And He looking right down, you don't even believe in me. What you talking about? You don't even believe in me. Belief is the defeat of religion. And Jesus was walking around doing a lot of things right in front of them. They didn't believe. But Baba relatives or somebody who they sacrificed Jesus for, they didn't believe. And that demon been dying through there, all the way up through there when Jesus was killed. The people didn't believe. That's the little thing that I wanted to say. You have to believe. And belief don't come easy, because we have had too many material things come so easy and so quick for us with a toss of a coin. With a toss of a coin. Yeah, I believe in this here. That's what most of them said. I believe in this money. But then God tell you, either for the camel to go through the eye of a needle, for a rich man to get to heaven. And so if you tie yourself to the world with the money, and how can you tell if you tired? Oh, I won't. And then here comes that feeling coming from your heart. Ooh, boy, that's a good old car. I sure want that. Ooh. That's the tie. The feelings. That's why the devil took them. Tie you up all kind of ways. That's what God tried to tell you, that either for the camel to go through the eye of a needle. Then a rich man get caught. The rich man, Jesus Christ. Look at some of these guys out there. Some of them got their wives home, got their girlfriends in Australia. And any place where a woman look a little different, they fall for that mess. Because here comes the simulation with the feeling, with the way they look, the way they dress, the way they build and everything. Got a woman in Europe, got one in Hawaii, got one somewhere. When you got millions and millions of dollars, most of them rich people say that's the way they roll. Oh man, that's the way I roll. Okay, roll on around till you get 80. Every time I think about Bill Cosby and all the rest of them that got away with garbage, and then that it reminds me of a positive and a negative. You did all that dirtiness, and here come goodness, and goodness come right up against it. Do 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 do. Years pass. Do 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 do. Goodness always wins. And the sad thing, they lose their eternity and the good that they could have done. But most of them, when they get the money, they go astray, because the devil make the feeling be so strong in so many different ways. And then most of all of them get into the drugs and the alcohol. The alcohol touch that blood system, and the drugs touching the mind and everything, and they just be glowing in a so-called a wonderful feeling. But it robs you of your eternity. And now, oh Lord, this thing over. I'm an old man now, okay? What's up? It's time for you to be judged. I got millions and millions of dollars. What you come on, you gonna judge me? Yeah, Sam, it's time for you to be judged. What about all that money I got? I done made half of it. If you didn't steal it, you took it from the poor. You didn't hear that part where I was telling you about the least of mine? They in front of you. Time for you to be, well, where I'm going? Down there. Please, God, get him on. That's what people don't understand. And just to show that you're young and athletic and everybody looking up to you, that's the time you're supposed to be trying to do what's right. Because they always get time where here come that age. And you ain't got no power. All this word of mouth power that people, oh, you got this on paper, you got that on paper, you got this on paper, oh, your son got this, your son. That day always comes. And you tell me it's worth it. Tell me I don't care if it lasts 100 years. Tell me it's worth it. Tell me. So somebody come back and tell me who been a billionaire and come down here and got to the front door now of going to hell and tell me it was worth it. I can't see it. Ain't nothing ever worth it. And if a person don't see, they're going to lose. And it'd be something else if it was like the prison system. You see Trump talking about that, and that's a good thing. You have to applaud Trump on that. He's trying to let some of the nonviolent crime people out. And that's a good thing. But is all of that worth it? I don't think so. I think if a man can see and learn to walk this road that we gotta walk and love everybody. I ain't talking about just love your color or your this or your that. Love everybody. Where you can really say, God, I see you put all these different races up here, and I know you must have known, because I know you don't do stuff without knowing what it entails. And I see I gotta learn to love everybody the same. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show how I truly feel about a lot of different people. So I want to learn to treat them just like I would want to be treated. And if one door That's all we got in this country is one door. And you got 1,000 people out there wishing for that one door. Please fill that one door. And if there any kind of way we can make room for the other 1,000, let's make it. And feel happy that we're moving toward the least of yours. The least of yours. Because someday I will be in your face to my God, can I get to heaven? And you'll be right there. Just like it happened yesterday. What about that 1,000 that you didn't try to find a place for? What about that 1,000 that's sitting over there home? And look at that lady with them children. Look at them little old kids. Why you couldn't help them people come across there and put them in a place and do what it takes? And don't come telling me about money. Because it tells you render what Caesar to Caesar and render what God to God. And God the one said, look out for his. Now how you gonna tell me you worthy of going to heaven? Go burn. Get on out my face. I'm gonna tell you, he hates a liar. It's time for me to die. Now I'm honest about this. I just don't want to suffer. But if I can just boom tomorrow, I'd be so happy. Because I know in my heart I'm clean. I ain't got nothing dirty. I ain't hating people. You know what I wish for? Is the best for all mankind. And when I think something dirty, I'm going to the person. God don't let the sun go out, but the sun caught me by went over and I talked to the guy and I ain't had nothing something good to say. Sometimes, you know, I get that little thing, aggressiveness, you know, and I'm 77 years, somebody being killed me around here with that old mess. But sometimes that devil try to get me too. I ain't saying I'm perfect. I ain't perfect. I'm living on God's grace. God's grace and mercy. Now that's what it is. But you can believe it. That's what I wanted to tell y'all before, but I got off on this other thing. I stored up all my treasures in heaven. It ain't no butt-naked woman in heaven that I'm waiting to go see. It ain't no big old house that I'm waiting to go see. It ain't nothing like that. First thing when it first started coming out, the only thing I love to do is go bathe in the Big Dipper on my way where heaven at. And then I said, when you get me here, when you bless me, and then I said, let me be able to fly. Yeah, okay, you made it in Miami. Why can't you fly? You do anything you want. And I said, would you fix it so me and my wife could be together? Oh yeah, you do what you want to do. Okay, I don't want to never have to eat no more. Yeah, you're a God. What you need food for? Oh, okay, well, can I go to some of the universe and live anywhere I want to, around the animals and everything, and all love free and happy? That's how it was before. Why can't it be like that again? And I don't never have to use the bathroom. I don't never have to pee, never have to drink. That's how it was before. Why can't that be there? Well, if I'm wishing for that type stuff, what do the world has to offer me? Look good at that. What can the world offer me? I can't see nothing. I can't. That's where your blessing is when you learn that and you feel that. I ain't saying just say it out your mouth. You feel that. That's why belief is one of the most important parts. When you feel that, you there with God. You already done turned loose the world. Ain't nothing here on this world you want. And death don't scare you. Because you know you're going to a better place. And that's belief. That's belief. That's God. But most people, they rather hang on to the devil's coattail all the way till they hit the fire. And then they're going to be, oh, please, please, God. Please ain't the time then to start crying and thinking sympathy and everything. Because God is treacherous. Get on out my face. Remember when you was in the garbage? You get out my face. You remember how you were believing? You see how you think? You see how you didn't have no pity for all them people walking down the road and they have nowhere to go and just walking. Did you feel anything for them? Or were you sitting back, come on, lock them up, lock them up, lock them up? I actually feel sorry for them. I know it's time for me to die, and I know I'm finna die not too long. But what makes it so sad, it's time for all of them. And God gonna judge them all. He gonna judge every last one of them, all of them. Every last one of them finna be judged, and they don't have the slightest idea. They don't know what eternity is. They don't even think about eternity. Only thing they think about what makes them feel good. And you could look right at them and see how many untied from the world. Because if you ain't tied to the world, you ain't sitting over there with $1 billion in your bank account. And you definitely, if you ain't sitting up there and can't turn loose the money for them, all of them finna die and go to hell. And they're going to burn for eternity. And they started showing you different places where hell could easily be. I don't doubt that it's there. But I ain't saying I know exactly where it is. But I don't doubt. Because I believe. I believe God gonna do this. I can't go out there and can look into them things and look and see them stars and say how they get there or where they going or this here. I see the scientists go out there and they say different things. But who to say they know for sure? I could say anything. The next scientist can say anything. Who can look into my heart and say, you don't know, you know for sure. Yeah, I can see his heart. He know for sure. And I can't look into that next person's heart and say he know for sure. Now that is just the truth. We hear and we know what God said. And if you got truly belief in you, you believe everything God said. You cannot look and see and say nothing. But that's where it comes to you. And that's why I honestly believe that there is a God. And I honestly believe we're going to have to pay for everything that we do wrong. And that's why I try to treat people exactly like I would want to be treated. I'm sorry, but that's the way I am. That's my makeup. That's my emotion. I done messed with girls in Thailand. I done messed with girls halfway all over. Not halfway, but I done been all over the place a lot when I was in the service. I can't find nothing that's better than believing in God. Sex, everything. Had met with some of everything trying to learn about sex. Now that's just the God-given truth. I can't find nothing that can come with the feeling that God brings. Now that's just the God-given truth. My heart is clean. That's why I can say the stuff I said, even about myself. I know it's time for me to die. I wouldn't be right with God if I had to hold back this and hold back that, hold this and that. I'd be a liar. And ain't but one thing, God hates a liar. But most people don't care nothing about that. And most people don't want to believe nothing. Nobody try to tell them about this life, about religion. And they just like how I was, too sorry to try to experience it. And all of them that was so sorry, don't want to read or can't do nothing, God tell you. He said, if you search for me, if you search for me, I guarantee you're going to find it. And that's the way I did. I didn't go around reading the Bible. I didn't go around saying this. I didn't go around that. Because I remember the time when I was going over that Vietnam thing, when I started getting my life, I still didn't believe in God. But he said, if you search. So I started searching. I used my just what he said. He said, I search the realms of the heart to see if a person worthy to be with him, to be with him in heaven. The realms of the heart, the realms of the heart I search. And so then I started saying and doing the same thing with my sins. Everything I did dirty and nasty, I looked back on my whole life and seen it. And then I brought it up to reality in the day's world, and then I seen that I could look at a woman and lust, and an emotion come. I could go steal something, and a stealing feeling will come. All the feelings that's on the wrong side, always they touch you. They touch. And then I said, well, that's exactly why he searched the realms of the heart to see if a person worthy, because he's seeing every dirty, nasty thing that they did, it brought a feeling. And that's why the devil wanted to make us emotional beings and be aware of it, and we don't, and he used us. It's trying to rob God of all the souls. And so then after I started searching, I said, ride down the road, I looked a year ago at a girl, and then look out again, dog, ooh, boy, I like to get some of that, ooh. I said, that's what you be saying. I'm saying to myself, and I'm talking to God. So that's why you search the realms of the heart, to see if a person's dirty, and see if a person's nasty, and see if a person's good. And so then I said, let me cut that off. And I was able to cut feelings off. I don't want to feel like that. My eternity on the line for that. I don't want to feel like that. Why I want to feel like that? Little girl, get on down the road. Oh, then come, oh boy, that car, that's a brand new truck. Boy, that look good. Oh no, here goes a good feeling. Oh boy, and everybody be proud because you got a big old nice truck. Yeah, I got a nice truck, but it ain't no brand new truck and ain't no that. And I'm completely happy with it. And I ain't tied to the world with it. I said, woo. And that's how I started off with everything about my life. And I was really jealous. I didn't give my wife no peace with that jealousy. That jealousy thing was the last thing to get out of me. I didn't give her no peace. Jealous about this, jealous. Had my wife riding in the car looking down. I was so stupid. And that was one of the last things I got out of me. And sometimes I still try to come back. But I ain't nothing like how I was. I was stupid. How could I expect for two people to form a lasting relationship when you got jealousy in there? Whether you want to admit it or not, jealousy is one of the worst feelings that there is. You can never trust nobody. You have to have trust. When you believe, that's showing you trust in God. How can you ever reach that? Because when God's searching the realms of the heart, hey, I see you ain't got no trust. Oh, you really don't believe. Get in the fire. He is just as mean, and he ain't got nobody over him. Get in the fire. And that's how I don't ever want to be. We've been together 44 years now. I tell my wife, I said, boy, that's a long time for a man to be with the same woman. My wife tell me, yeah, that's a long time for a woman to be with the same man. That's we just be joking and laughing because we was in the world one time too. So anything can happen when you been in the world. But you supposed to come out the world. But once you come out the world, you can say anything you want. And still, love is in between the two people. And that's the most important thing, love. And that's why God searched the realms of the heart. I'm trying to see that. I never stop. Any little thing come before me, I always look for it to see if there's a feeling behind it. If there's a good feeling, perfect. I can feel that. If there's a bad feeling, oh no, I don't want to feel that. I ain't, just because my daughter go with a white man, I ain't sitting down and telling her I'm going to hate the white man. Oh, I'm going to hate the white man, my daughter. I ain't doing that. That going right against God. Because let me tell you, say one thing, then I'm going to close on this. Ain't no such thing as color. Really. Everybody got the same soul. That thing that God blew that breath of life in and become a living soul, that thing is the same. God ain't brought no, okay, being, you a being, he blew the breath of life in and become a living soul. Okay, I got 100 billion more to blow the breath of life in. This one might be white, that one might, all of them the same. It's just our tribulations that we have to go through and love everybody. You think I hate Trump? No, I don't. Trump just can't see because he caught with the money. All his kids and everything are just caught with the money. That's all. You will hope that some kind of way he would be able to see and come back and show all of them. He's a good leader, if you ask me, but all the prejudice and all the mess up situations that put out here, how you say it, diversity, that's out here now, that needs to go. And that's why he has to be real careful. Because if he don't get rid of that, God gonna get rid of him. That's just how God is. We ain't got no say-so or no nothing when it comes to right and wrong. Because God, that's between God and the devil. They fighting for the souls. But God already done told you. Don't you never think you got God. How you say it? Got him where you know everything about him. Because he told you, he let you know that when he said, I turn stones into souls. Devil, you'll never win. So the only thing we can do is walk with him, walk our road, try to be as nice as we can, and try to care about as many people as we can. And follow those things in the Bible that shows you. Like the story of Job. You know? Do everything you can. Now let me get my sleepy self, so I thought I heard somebody at the door, but maybe I didn't. So y'all take care.